What's up guys, Coach Az back again with another video, and today I'm going to go over a one-on-one I did that was focused on head movement. So this is for complete beginners, those of you that are new to it or just want a refresher on the basics of evasion by moving our head. So here I've got Anne on her own just working some fundamental movements, moving her head to the left, to the right, to the back, rolling one way, rolling the other. Okay, in the second set here, I've got her doing the same, but I've got her stepping on each movement to give herself a bit more of a centered balance. Okay, sometimes we need to step, sometimes we don't. And again, this is just for complete beginners. So none of this is like a hard and fast rule or the only way this stuff can be done. And Anne here, she's going to make loads of mistakes, and that's okay. Mistakes are an important part of the learning process. You need to get comfortable with doing things wrong so that you can learn how to do them right. Now, once she's worked on her own, it's then time to give her a bit of stimulus. So now I'm coming in with the focus mitts and I'm giving it to her mostly in the process that she's used to. So in the order that she worked it solo. And I just wanted her to get used to seeing things coming at her and then moving and adjusting in the appropriate way. It's important not to try and run before you can walk or walk before you can crawl. So I don't want to jump straight into making her react to it just yet. Just get the idea of it. So now we're going to random it up a little bit more. So at this point, I'm now not necessarily going in the order, and she now needs to react and respond. Obviously, I'm going super slow and she's going to be getting it wrong. When she gets it wrong, this is really important, I'm giving her the same target again. So if she gets something wrong, if she moves the wrong way or she blocks or doesn't move at all, I will repeat the process. So right there, she gets the same strike again. That way she can learn from the mistakes, okay? Guys, if you're enjoying the content, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know that you're enjoying what we're doing, and there'll be more great videos coming real soon. All right, all I'm showing here is a little bit of progression. So we did this for a couple of rounds, and you can see how just with a little bit of practice, you can get a bit more comfortable and a little bit more confident with seeing the shots and moving your head off of the line. At the moment, we're still going in set directions. So the jab is associated with moving a certain way. The cross is associated with moving a certain way. Obviously, we can go both directions on a punch, but again, we're just going from the bottom up. Head movement 101. Remember, the objective of head movement is to move your head as little as possible. You want to make the opponent just miss. Just miss, and then you can make them pay. So, talking of that now, here we're working a combination of hitting and moving and hitting. All right, so starting with the straight punches, I'm getting Anne to hit and then move. Hit and then move, but then I'm going to make her move and then hit on the rolls. Move and then hit. So this is important whether you're being an attacker who's then having to evade the counter, or you're the counter fighter, evading and then shooting your counter in response. Here I'm switching it. So now we're reacting to the straights and countering, and then we are working and rolling, throwing and rolling. So we've basically just switched the roles here. Now obviously we could have just done a whole round of react and then hit, or hit and then react, but I like to mix them up because the reality of a fight is that you're probably going to need to be able to do both. And it's a great way of practicing multiple tools, using multiple weapons in one round of training. And if you're working this with a holder, you can get them to call it, and that helps. Or if you can get it to just go and they got to respond and react. I'm working it by calling it, and that helps Anne to understand. It gets her like a 1 second head start on what she needs to be doing on each round. And I'm slowly cranking up the intensity. So as she builds confidence with moving her head off that line and getting the correct reactions, I increase the speed. All right. She's got her gum shield in now and I've got my gloves on, and you'll be surprised how different it is when someone's attacking you with gloves as opposed to going at you with the focus mitt. So again, the mistakes are going to increase now because we're stepping up the level of realism to an actual fight. And that's how you want it to happen. And once again, if Anne makes a mistake, I'm going to try and feed her the same thing again so that she gets the opportunity to react correctly. All right, so there I gave her the same cross 3 times, and it's about patience to make sure that they understand which way they can move and what can get them out of trouble. Yeah, if they block it, it's fine. You just throw that same technique, and there we get the roll. That's much better. I'm not too concerned at this stage about how well she's doing it, how accurate her footwork is, or how well her head movement is at the moment. And for all you beginners who are trying to get started with this, really just focus on the fundamental principle. The fundamental principle is to not get hit. It's to get your head off the line and make your opponent miss so that you can then make them pay later. In this round, I'm doing a round focused around the jab. The idea being now that I wanted to practice evading in multiple directions off of one punch. So we're getting away from that rule of always slipping to one side off of a technique, and I'm trying to make sure that she's adapting. Finally, and we only did a little bit of this today, it's about shooting that counter. So make them miss, make them pay, which is the name of the game. Here, we're just doing an outside slip on that jab and throwing our own jab down through that center line. Guys, I hope you found the video helpful. Like and subscribe, and more great content is coming soon. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one.